There's a framework I use for every single Salesforce project I engage with. If you caught my video earlier, you know about the alien cockpit problem. You know the foundation. Salesforce is a constrained environment. The constraint spectrum is what you do with that knowledge. Picture this, a woodworker's tool wall. On the left side, you have hand tools. A saw, a chisel, a hand plane. Simple, reliable, you pick them up and use them immediately. In the middle, a table saw, a drill press, more powerful, requires some setup, but still something a skilled craftsman operates without a manual. On the far right, a CNC router, computer controlled, can cut through anything, incredibly precise, also expensive, requires programming, needs maintenance, and if something goes wrong, you're calling in a specialist. The left side of the constraint spectrum is declarative. That's Salesforce term for built with clicks, not code. Page layouts, record types, dynamic forms, conditional revisibility rules, Lightning App Builder, drag and drop. These are all hand tools. The middle is low code. Screen flows, formula fields, flow builder automations. That's your table saw. The far right is programmatic. Lightning Web Components, Apex triggers, custom CSS overrides. That's your CNC router. And the principle is this. Push every solution to the left as far as you can before moving right. Here's what matters with a real project. At BlueCross BlueShield, I was working on the member services team's record page for their case object. The product order wanted, and I'm quoting the JIRA ticket here, a custom dashboard widget embedded in the case record that shows the member's recent interaction history with the color-coded status indicators. If you hand that requirement to a developer cold, they hear custom widget, and they start scoping an LWC. That's reasonable. That's what the ticket says. But when I sat down with the product owner and walked through what she actually needed, what the problem was actually solving, it turns out that she just needed three things. She needed to see what the last 5 cases were for that member. She needed to know which ones of those were still open, and she needed that information visible without scrolling. And I solved it in about 20 minutes. It was a related list component filtered to show the 5 most recent cases with a conditional visibility rule on dynamic forms that surfaced it on the top section of the page only when there were open sibling cases. No code, no LWC, no developer sprint, just configuration. For anyone outside the Salesforce ecosystem, let me define that term. When Salesforce people say declarative, they mean anything that can be built using the point and click in the setup menu or the Lightning App Builder. No code written, no deployment pipeline, and admin can do it. It can be modified in production in minutes, and when Salesforce ships an update 3 times a year, declarative solutions automatically inherit the upgrade. And with custom code, you got to test and maintain that yourself. That's why pushing left on the spectrum isn't a design preference. It's a maintenance and total cost of ownership decision. I saw the opposite play out in CDW. The implementation team, smart people, good developers, proposed building a custom Lightning web component for a case assignment flow. The support manager needed agents to classify incoming cases by product line, priority, and region without routing them. The developer team estimated 3.6 weeks. I asked one question. Have you looked at screen flows? Long pause. A screen flow is a declarative tool in Salesforce. You build it in Flow Builder, drag and drop, visual canvas, no code. You can embed it directly in a record page. It can write to fields, create records, trigger automations. For this use case, it was the right tool. We built the case classification flow in one afternoon versus 6 weeks of custom development. And I'm not anti-custom development. That's not the point. The CNC router exists for a reason. Sometimes you need it. But I've seen teams reach for the CNC router to cut a 2x4. I've seen it happen at 8 or 9 different clients at this point. Someone writes a requirement that sounds like custom, a developer scopes it as custom, and nobody in the room asks whether a configuration could just handle that. Because nobody in the room has a designer who understands the platform's declarative capabilities. That's the gap this framework fills. The constraint spectrum is a discipline that says, prove you can do it declaratively first. And in my experience, about 70% of the custom requirements I see on Salesforce projects can be fully solved with just declarative tools. The remaining 30% need code. The trick is knowing which is which, and that requires a designer who spent some time on the platform, not inside Figma. Every time you push a solution left on the spectrum, you're saving the client money, reducing maintenance burden, and shipping faster. That's not a design opinion, that's just math.